Hello, everybody, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
You're on mute, Rahul.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. So before we get started, let's go around the table and introduce ourselves. Share your name, where you are from, and perhaps an interesting fact about yourself. So let's start with me. First, I'll share, and then you. So my name is Priyanka, and I'm from Punjab. And an interesting fact about me can be I changed 3 jobs in one single year. So that's an interesting fact about me. Now, Rahul, you share about yourself.
Great. So my name is Rahul. I'm from Delhi. The interesting fact about me is I only got the job from the outside of India, not from India.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now Vinod. Yes. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Vinod. I'm from Telangana.
And an interesting fact about you?
I'm a BTech final year student.
Engineering student.
Yeah.
Great. So we are here today to mastermind this Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich. Hi, Jasprit. Welcome and thank you so much for joining. I know you, but it will be great if you will introduce yourself with others. Share your name, where you are from, and an interesting fact about yourself.
Okay. My name is Jasprit and I'm currently staying in Thane. And fun fact about myself, I'm a spontaneous beast. I do anything suddenly.
That's great. That's amazing. So as we are here today for Napoleon Hill's book, masterminding this book, and if you have the book, it's okay. Otherwise, I'll share next time. I think in the group. I'll share the link with you because here I think I can't share PDF. So we'll create a group and then I'll share the link in that. So first we'll talk about in this whole session, first we will talk about mastermind, what mastermind is, and I'll share some masterminding principles with you, and then we'll read book, a few topics only, not the whole book we are going to read here. So we'll do that. After that, we'll share our insights that after listening to that topic, what we got, what information, what transformation, what insights we got from that particular topic. And finally, we'll share our experiences which you want to share in the group, which you had in your life. So in this way, our whole session will go. So we just have to go that, and we just have to get through some housekeeping first. So if you have your phone with you, you can take a moment and put it on a switch off, or you can turn it off airplane mode. If you have any questions right now, you can keep that for the end. We'll have the discussion about that. If you have any questions like during our discussion, you can use the raise hand feature and then so that I can see who wants to talk and then we can discuss. And feel free to share your comments, your ideas and your questions in the chat box. And last is please put your microphone on mute to keep disruptions to minimum. And now I want to share some masterminding principles with you. So I'm going to read that. Okay, so I begin every mastermind meeting by reading these 8 masterminding principles. So first principle is I release myself to the mastermind because I'm strong when I have others to help me. Second, I believe I believe the combined intelligence of the mastermind creates a wisdom far beyond my own. Number 3. I understand. I understand that I will more easily create positive results in my life when I am open to looking at myself and my problems and opportunities from another's point of view. Number 4. I decide to release my desire today totally in trust to the mastermind, and I am open to accepting new possibilities. Number 5. I forgive. I forgive myself for mistakes I have made. I also forgive others who have hurt me in the past so I can move into the future with a clean slate. Number 6. I ask the mastermind to hear what I really want, my goals, my dreams, and my desires. And I hear my mastermind partners supporting me in my fulfillment. Number 7. I accept. I know, relax, and accept, believing that the working power of the mastermind will respond to my every need. I am grateful knowing this is so. Number 8. Dedication and covenant. I now have a covenant in which it is agreed that the mastermind shall supply me with an abundance of all things necessary to live a success-filled and happy life. I dedicate myself to be of maximum service to God and my fellow human beings, to live in a manner that will set the highest example for others to follow and to remain an open channel of God's will. I go forth with a spirit of enthusiasm, excitement, and expectancy. These are our 8 mastermind principles. If you have anything to share, you can share right now, and the insights and anything you got from these 8 principles. Anybody? Nobody wants to share? Okay. So we'll start with book reading then. Who wants to read? Okay.
I'll read.
Okay. So we'll start with first chapter, The Power of Thought. So start reading this.
Where do I see? Are you sharing screen or this book?
Okay, so I can do one thing. I can open the PDF and share that with you.
The man who thought his way into partnership with Thomas A. Edison. Truly, thoughts are things, and powerful things at that. When they are mixed with definiteness of purpose, persistent and burning desire for their translation into riches or other material objects. A little more than 30 years ago, Edwin C. Barnes discovered how true is it that men really do think and grow rich. His discovery did not come about at one sitting. It came little by little, beginning with a burning desire to become a business associate of the great Edison. One of the chief characteristics of Barnes' desire was that it was definite. He wanted to work with Edison, not for him. Observe carefully the description of how he went about translating his desire into reality, and you will have a better understanding of the 13 principles which leads to riches. When his desire or impulse of thoughts first flashed into his mind, he was in no position to act upon it. Two difficulties stood in his way. He did not know Mr. Edison, and he did not have enough money to pay his railroad fare to Orange, New Jersey. These difficulties were sufficient to have discouraged majority of men from making any attempt to carry out the desire. But his was no ordinary desire. He was so determined to find a way to carry out his desire that he finally decided to travel by blind baggage rather than be defeated. To the uninitiated, this means that he went to East Orange on the freight train. He presented himself at Mr. Edison's laboratory and announced he had come to go into business with the inventor. In speaking of the first meeting between Barnes and Edison, years later, Mr. Edison said, he stood there before me, looking like an ordinary tramp, but there was something in the expression of his face which conveyed the impression that he was determined to get what he had come after. I had learned from the years of experience with men that when a man really desires a thing so deeply that he is willing to stake his entire future on a single turn of the wheel in order to get it, he is sure to win. He gave him the opportunity he asked for because I saw he had made up his mind to stand by until he succeeded. Subsequent events proved that no mistake was made. Just that young Barnes said to Mr. Edison on that occasion was far less important than which he thought. Edison himself said so. I could not have been the young man's appearance which got him his start in the Edison office. For that was definitely against him. It was he thought that counted. If the significance of this statement could be conveyed to every person who read it, there could be no need for the remainder of this book. Barnes didn't get his partnership with Edison on his first interview. He did get a chance to work in the Edison office at a very nominal wage, doing work that was unimportant to Edison, but most important to Barnes because it gave him an opportunity to display his merchandise where he intended partners to see it. Months went by. Apparently nothing happened to bring the coveted goal which Barnes had set up in his mind as his definite major purpose. But something important was happening in Barnes' mind. He was constantly intensifying his desire to become the business associate of Edison.
Thank you so much, Jasprit, for reading out. Now I would like to ask you, what are the insights you got after reading?
It's about to think that you want to do something and to start with, and then you take it ahead with the efforts. It's all about one is thinking and other is making it happen. So it's like bridging the gap between the two.
Have you experienced this in your life in the past? Any time? Can you share?
Yeah, I would like to share. So it's like I was always very keen about traveling. So I would say that I want to travel, I want to go here and there. But then when I was staying in Punjab, I did not like it. So there I could not get to travel to different places. So I would tell my family that I don't want to stay here because you don't allow me to go somewhere and do that. Then one fine day I finally made my move out. And now that I stay independently, I'm free. I can go anywhere I want. So more than cribbing on something that I don't want to do this, but I could not do because of that. I made my move out, and I have further plans where to go next. So I'm able to do that, and it's about making effort along with the initial thought of we really want to go out.
That's great. That's amazing to share. Thank you so much for sharing your insights and your experience. Now I would like to ask Rahul Kumar, please share your insights you had after listening to the book reading.
So, for me, it was not actually as much engaging as I thought, because the words were not familiar for me.
Okay.
And also, I'm not actually interested in that kind of genre. I like a bit of social books, so I didn't know that. So couldn't pay attention at all.
Okay, no problem. I hope you will get more from the conversation as you are a social person.
Yes, I hope.
Okay, now we know. Anything? There is nobody to judge you here. It's just to share your experience, what you got, what came into your mind when you was hearing that. Anything positive or negative? It's your thoughts. Yes, you can share. You have to unmute first.
Yeah, okay. I'm waiting for your thoughts. I don't have any experience till now.
Okay. So welcome Uday Kumar. Can you please switch on your camera?
Okay. Can you hear me, everyone?
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Okay. So
can you please switch on of your camera if possible? If not, okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so I think you joined in the middle of the conversation. So whatever you were able to listen, just share your experience.
Yeah, so I actually attended lately, so I didn't hear much about it. So, but I can say, as Jasprit said, that always practical knowledge is much better than getting a subject-wise knowledge. So always we have to work it in our performance better than just saying that I can do it or not. It is better to work it and do performance and fail, then again to rise.
Okay, that's great. And can you share any your life experience where you applied that knowledge and instead of theoretical knowledge, practical knowledge worked on?
Yeah, it's like you can say in swimming. So we always say that swimming is very simple. It's like it's like a simple cake of book, simple piece of work. But when we really go to the pond or like a swimming pool, it's really different. I really observed it. It's really different. I didn't able to swim as well now, so it's really different. But
I can't say it seems easy. For me at least, I never tried it, so I don't know. But I by saying it seems easy. But as you
Mhm.
shared that, practically doing that, it's totally different. It is, that's a great experience. So that means you are in swimming also. So
Yes.
first of all, introduce yourself, because before you joined this whole introductions were over. So introduce yourself, your name, your place, and any fun fact or interesting fact about you.
Okay. So basically, I am Uday Kumar Gill from Odisha. So, and I am 18 years old, and I'm going to start a aerospace, startup company, I think in next few months. So I am arranging all of that stuff, and I'm focusing on research as well as. So yeah, that's fine.
That's great. So we are having one person who is gonna start a company, aerospace startup, and
Okay.
then one person is there who is in final year. You can build
Okay.
your team. He's also an engineer, Vinod Kumar.
Wow, great.
Where are you from?
I'm from Telangana. Warangal.
Okay. I think I've seen you somewhere. Maybe some resemblance, yes, or I don't know.
Maybe. Vinod is from Telangana, Uday from Odisha, Jasprit is from Punjab and Mumbai both. And sorry Rahul, I forgot, where are you from?
Delhi.
Oh yeah, Delhi. And I'm from Punjab. So, okay, let me share my experience. I think I am the only one who is left. So what I got is, as this topic was around the thoughts and having desire. So first of all, to do something in life, we must have desire to do something at least. Because if we don't think about that, we can't make it happen. So first of all, we need to desire that. After having that desire, it must not only be just desire or wish. Like we wish a lot of things in our life. I wish I can be this. I wish I can go there. There. We can make a list of things we wish to do, or we wish to go anywhere. But those are just wishes. So if we want to convert our wishes into burning desire, we need to actually wish harder. That I want. This must not be our wishes. This must be our wants, our desires. So first convert those wishes if you actually want. If these are really important in your life, so convert those wishes into burning desires. And as in that particular context, it was Dr. Barnes, Mr. Barnes, sorry, no doctor, Mr. Barnes, who wants to join Thomas Alva Edison, but in partnership, not as an employee. So his burning desire was, I want to join in partnership. So there were opportunities there when he can join as a employee or something. So he don't have any money at that time when he was deciding. Like in our current stage also, we can say that I don't have money, that's why I can't go to travel in this country. I can't join this and this college. I can't start this company because I don't have money. So he also don't have money at that time, but he thought that okay, this is my desire, so I have to reach there. So how can I reach there? He don't have money to travel from a train, normal train. So he took pride train, that is the train in which we put the luggage kind of things and they move it from one place to another place. So he took that train in less expenses and he went there. He reached to the Edison office and he didn't say that I want a job or I want to be an employee there. he was very much fixed into his desire that he wanted to join in partnership. So he directly said to him that I want an opportunity so that I can work in partnership with you. I can work with you, but with you, not for you. So he wanted that. This was his burning desire. So this first topic which we read, it's all about desire.
Okay.
What are the takeaways we can say from this particular topic is that, first of all, whatever we want in our life, we need to convert it into burning desire. That we want it. No matter what, I'm not going to change this desire. I will find the ways to make it happen, but not going to change this desire. So there are actually 13 principles in this book to convert your thinking into your riches, your money. So the first principle is desire, the power of thought. So if whatever you will think, it will happen. Like whatever you want. Let us say if you want a job, as we know this here now, a student. So final year student mostly what want? They want a job. So their parents say that just go and find a job. So you want a job. Whatever job you want, you will get. But it's totally up to you what you desire, what kind of job you desire. If you desire a job with a salary of 20k, you will get, no problem. If you desire a job with a salary of 70k, that's also you will get. Because we hear a lot of students like this student cracked this much package, or whatever it is. But before that, you need to desire what you want, what exactly you want. A job or want to start a business like Uday. Even if you don't have that much money right now, find ways to make that. Or you want to travel like Jasprit, as she said, when she was in Punjab. So with family, she was not able to travel, and she was complaining to the family that why I'm not able to travel. But now she is able to travel because she is independent. She made her way. She desired it, and then made her way to fulfill that desire. These are my takeaways and which I can share from this conversation.
Yeah, I want to add something. So, like you said about the thoughts. So, thoughts become reality. That is very true. And if someone is very fearful of something, and you keep on having the thought, I'm afraid of this, I'm afraid of this. So that will eventually happen that you get to be in that state that you will have that phase that whatever you're very fearful of, that will happen. So even if it is very negative, it will happen because it's all about your thoughts, and thoughts align you to happen that.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, I think I heard few things like people say that about they have a fear of some things in life which actually don't exist, or they just fear. Some people have fear of water. Some people have fear of height. Some people have fear of. Some people even don't drive in their whole life so that they will get accident. But it's not. It's just a thought that it can happen. But as there are many people in this world, so the probability of happening that thing is very less. Okay, so you want to leave? No problem. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, so this camera is off. Vinod, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay, it's good if you switching on camera is good than switching off. I think it makes better connection, or it's easy to connect. So yeah, I was sharing about thoughts and fear. Yes, fear. I can share that everybody is comfortable with Hindi.
Yeah.
Or
Of course.
I think Vinod is not comfortable. Yes,
Hmm.
you are on mute.
Speak in only English. I can't understand Hindi.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so share with me like what are your fears in life or you had in the past? Any one fear? I also have to think. Sorry. Okay, I got it. Anybody wants to start?
Please, you start first.
Okay. So I had a fear when I was in school. I had a fear of public speaking and on stage. And I think that fear was because I never tried that in my whole school time and had a fear of going there, speaking on school in front of, like speaking in front of so many people. There were many reasons. I think we don't in don't teach us proper communication skills also. They just teach us learn, and then just write in the exams. That's it. So I was that kind of person. I can learn easily. I can write in the exam. I can get good marks, but I can't speak in front of people. This was there when I was in school, and when I went to the college, I came into the college and I see that everybody is very good at speaking, but I'm not good at speaking, and I got a lot of fear then by seeing others. And when my college ended in final year, engineering, as you are in engineering, so you can relate that we had one project. So for presenting that project, we have to speak for that presentation because it's a semester, whole year engineering project, 4-year engineering program, and then that project is there. I was very much afraid, but anyways, because it was my project, I tried to speak, but had lot of fear. So after that, I thought that this is just my fear because if everybody can speak, I can also speak. Then after that,
in fact, public speaking is the most common type of fear that many people experience.
Yeah.
Very common.
So after that, I started speaking with people in different. I think I did 3 to 4 jobs. In jobs I did, and normally I started speaking with people because in public also people are there. So slowly, when I started speaking, my fear got reduced. So I think I'm in a better position now. I can speak with at least 4 people here. Okay, great. So
I also want to share something. So I always, when I was in IT job, so I always had a fear. When I join somewhere new, I'll have, what if I get fired? What if I get fired? So I had this fear. And then I wasn't fired, but I left one of the companies out of fear that what if they fire me? And then I got into somewhere else, and then they fired me. So that's how I overcame that fear, and now it's like that's okay. Even if they fire, and let it be, and it's and to experience that was also a way to overcome the fear.
Yeah, that's a wonderful experience because this is, I think, fear when we join corporate. So this fear comes with that sometimes.
But it doesn't, like, it's all, and this is a perfect example of thought becoming reality because I always had this thought and it eventually happened.
Yeah, it happened. That's great. That's a great experience. Now, who wants to share? Uday?
Not actually, but yeah, I have also like public speaking fear. Like as well as now I can't share my camera right now.
Just switch on your camera right now.
No.
We need to remove this fear. That's why we are here.
No, that's not the actual problem. Actually, I'm working on some.
What's the like? Why you're not sharing your camera?
Actually, I am working on my files so that
So you're working on?
my files.
Not getting.
I have some work,
Yeah, you are
but
having
not,
some work, no problem. You can just switch on the camera and you just talk. That's totally normal.
no, that's not the problem. But yeah,
That means still you are
I
having,
have that.
your words
I
are
have
different
that.
and your actions are different.
Yeah, I had that problem, but now yeah, I'm free. I'm completely careless now, right now.
Fearless, Uday Kumar.
Okay.
And then Vinod.
Hello everyone.
Hi.
First of all, I'm public here. I have public space here. When I was joining engineering first year, I'm here with talk to friends and I'm introvert person. I don't know how to talk to friends and how to communicate with teachers, and this is the main fear of me. Slowly, I started communicate to our teachers and friends. That's it.
Great. But now you don't have this kind of fear, right? You can easily speak.
Yeah. Yes.
So everyone shared their public speaking fear. I think this is the biggest fear. And then just shared that fear in company, and that actually became reality there. And I had all, not fear, I can share on these desires into reality. So I always wanted to do something big in my life or different from others. When I've seen that, like whenever in my life I've seen like, oh, I'm doing the same thing which others are doing, I just quit that. So I can just give, okay, let me give you one example. When I was in 11th standard, so in 11th standard there is a choice of choosing the subjects. So I had the choice for choosing science, arts, commerce, this kind of thing. So what I chose was science. My reason was something different. My reason was choosing sciences because everybody, the students which were there in my class, were choosing arts because it was easy. I felt like it is not easy for me. I want to do something different, so I'll go with science. Maybe it is not easy or difficult, so I want to do difficult. That is different thing. Not everybody choose difficult thing. So I was moving in the direction difficult and different. I was not knowing that how I will do it, but I just chose for that reason. There was not at all any reason like I like science or maths or like that. So this was one example. Then when I passed out from school after 12th standard, everybody was studying in my hometown. I have seen that, and I decided I don't want to study here, and I don't want to study which others are studying. Everybody choose like a BA, BCom, BSc. So I don't want to do this. I want to do something different because I'm different in my own world, in my mind. And then I chose aerospace engineering, and I went to Chandigarh University. So it was a different city from my hometown, and I became different in one way, in my own mind. So in this way, there are different things which I desired that I want to be different, and then my actions were aligned according to that. And now also I feel like I am different than others. Every person, like I am an aerospace graduate, I'm not an aerospace engineer by work. I'm not doing any work of aerospace engineer. So you share, any experience where you desired something, anything, very smallest thing it can be, and you got it.
Can you repeat one?
Any desire you had in life in your past when you was kid till now? How old are you? When you're 21, in 21 years of life almost, you must have been alive.
Actually, I'm a mechanical student. I don't know, is there any, I just joined in mechanical. I don't know what is my skill and what is my specialty, what are my interests. I don't know. After, when I joined in mechanical, I realized I don't, what we can say, I'm not comfortable with mechanical. I want to join in IT. After realizing, sorry for that, I don't have to how to talk to this. You can
No,
start.
you're doing good. You're doing good, and we are able to understand. So just go ahead.
Okay. After that, I joined in a course and I started preparing in software. That's it. That is the of my life.
Very good. That means joining that mechanical actually became a good decision in your life because it helped you to see what you want. So you then got to know that I don't want to be a mechanical engineer. I want to be an IT engineer, and now you are enjoying that, right?
Yeah, that's
So you desire to be a computer science engineer, and now you are about to become final year student. So you have completed 4-year program. That's a good achievement in itself. So I think that's it for today. Anybody wants to share anything?
Yeah, I think that what you're doing is a really cool way to share what you read, and it's helping all of us, and we get to connect. It's really nice and wonderful.
Thank you so much, and I think it will help us. Like we all have public speaking fear, communication skills fear, English speaking fear. So it will reduce that also, and we can learn from others' experiences a lot.
And I have one more thing to share. I had spoke about the interest, what he studied, and what. So there are differences, and it's like what we studied, we don't have a clarity what we really wanted to do, and we end up doing something, and then we had realization. So I also had that thing that I was in IT jobs, and I was pathetic at it. And then I wanted to do it because of money. They give money, more money and more money. So because of that, I was kept on doing. I was so pathetic at it. And finally, I left it and got to know what my real calling is and get to do that. So it's really good. And then in between this process, I got into touch with a coach. So she's a career coach, and she helps people in knowing what are their just what they can do. So I also had some learning, and if someone wants to connect with me for the same, I can help. And even if it is something like a resume edit or some review, I can surely help you guys with that. You can connect with me through LinkedIn, and I can share my ID with you here.
That's great.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, so thank you so much, Jaspreet, for sharing that. And
We can, whoever wants, we can connect on some Sunday, because I'm free on Sunday.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
okay. And anything you want to add to this?
So basically, when is the next program? Next meeting?
Every Monday, 7 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
You understand?
It will be
For
great
1 hour.
if you will
For
join
1.
exact at 7, otherwise you may miss something.
Okay.
So,
For 1 hour, right?
yeah, max 1 hour. And
Okay.
if something interesting will come up, because actually this book is very interesting and worth reading 10, 20, 50 times. So you will get a lot of things from this book. And I already read this, I think, almost 2 times, but still need to understand it better. More we'll read, the better understanding we'll have. So I just felt that why not read in the group and then share the experiences.
Okay.
Okay, any questions now? No questions?
No.
Good. No questions.
Okay, great. So thank you so much for joining and for your participation today and sharing all the experiences which you had in life. And I'm expecting more experiences which you will share in the next sessions. The next meeting will be next week on 7 p.m. same timing every Monday. So I'll see you all then and have a great week ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, everyone. Thank you, Priyanka.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
It's okay.